You know, no child should ever have to go without a meal. And that's not just here. That holds true around the world. Every school day, more than 3,000 children in Bangladesh and the Philippines, they receive a reliable meal thanks to a nonprofit started by two Michigan entrepreneurs and moms. That work recently earned them a spot on Inc. magazine's 2026 Female Founders 500 list. We've got them via Zoom today, the dynamic duo. On your left, Priscilla Heffelfinger. On your right, Gina Gobble. They are the co-founders of Thrive Global. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Gina, let's start with you. What is Thrive? How did Thrive start?
Well, Thrive is a nonprofit that delivers daily school meals to children facing food insecurity in both Bangladesh and the Philippines. And it started when Priscilla and I were living in Bangladesh, Dhaka, Bangladesh, the capital. And I think the hardest part for us living there were all the kids that were begging for food on the streets. And we are moms, and our kids were young at that time, and we couldn't help see our own kids in the faces of these kids who were begging, and we knew that we had to do something. So when we visited a school in a little local slum area of Dhaka, we saw some of the same kids who were begging on the streets. This was their home, and they were like circling the school. And when we went to the school, we asked, what can we do to help the kids in this neighborhood? And they said, these kids need food. Food will get them to school, and they're not getting enough of it at home. So we knew immediately that we had to make a promise, and our promise was really small because this was not our line of work, and we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. So we promised one banana to each of the 250 kids at this little school. We delivered, we visited, and we delivered starting one day a week. And we grew our meal, and we grew the amount of times that we visited that school. And then the number of schools that we delivered to grew. And we saw attendance rates rise and enrollment rise, and a lot of awesome things coming from just that one little meal.
It's amazing, that ripple effect that started with one day and one banana and what has grown into. Priscilla, walk us through this, because I'm assuming this does a lot more than help the children just eat. This has got to support the parents.
Yeah, no, it's really cool because in addition to feeding the kids, the mothers are cooking the meals and getting paid to cook those meals. So that's providing income to the families. And many of these mothers had never had an income or a steady income. Most of them had either been street beggars or foragers. So getting that paycheck for making a meal for their own child is huge. And in addition, like you said, Gina touched on school attendance and enrollment. We saw a school that kids just weren't showing up for school. They're either working on the streets or helping their parents at the seaweed farms. And once the parents hear that there's a daily nutritious meal waiting for them, they make sure that their children get to school. And we see our schools have an average of a 95% attendance rate once Thrive starts feeding them.
That's amazing. So
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
You're providing not only income for the mothers, your attendance in schools is also going up. I mean, just all the effects that have come from just feeding kids a healthy meal.
Yeah, it basically changes everything.
That's amazing. Now, of course, that has not gone unnoticed. Recently recognized, Inc. magazine's Female Founders 500 list. Talk about that recognition. What does that mean for you?
I mean, it's a real honor to just be included amongst this list of really impressive people. But I think the greatest thing that's come out of this is just our ability to share our work with more people in hopes that we are able to feed more kids, because we have so many kids on our wait list that need to be fed. And we have kids beyond those kids that are just not receiving a daily meal, a nutritious daily meal, a meal that they can't rely on because they don't have it.
I'd have to say that anyone driving their kids to school this morning probably didn't see what you two saw and here in America. But as we mentioned at the start of this, no child should ever be missing this meal. If someone is watching, they want to get involved, how can they help?
Well, they can check out our website. Our website is thrive-global.org. And they'll find a bunch of information on there and ways to contact us. And that's the best way to learn more.
Right to the website. Priscilla, Gina, thank you so much. And congratulations. What an honor to be not listed in Inc. Magazine's list of 500. Thrive Global, as you heard, the website, thrive-global.org. The phone number, the 313 number right there on your screen as well. Or you can email them, info@thrive-global.org. We'll be right back.